Hi, my name is Mark Bramble with FuglyHouse.com. Today we're going to discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of selling your home to a quick sale real estate investor. Now first, just like you, I'm driving down the road, I pull up to a busy intersection or at a stoplight, and there on the corner, is going to be a handwritten sign saying, "We buy homes fast for cash," or "Sell your home quickly as is." And I'm sure, some people think just like me is, well, you can't even afford nice marketing material. How are you going to afford to buy my home? And the reality is those signs are there because they work. There's a lot of people that are really in a bad situation, honestly, and they're trying to escape a possible foreclosure, or they're going through some severe life changes, all the bad things that can happen in this thing we call life. And, these are the people that really it is there to work with. And this is the type of person that an investor can create a win-win situation with, right? So let's talk about the good. First is with a real estate investor, you're going to have a lot more flexibility, and you have the human factor. So you don't have some ethereal thing, a person you're talking to just on the phone or on the internet, and you're trying to work out some situation with financing or all this kind of stuff. You have somebody right in front of you that usually has some a level of empathy for your situation, so that's always a good thing for you. Next is that these are people that are going to have cash for your house, so you're not going to risk a situation where you try to sell your house in a traditional fashion, and you're always worried about the idea of financing falling through, and you're starting at level one all over again, and that can be a really frustrating thing, right? Another thing is that you are able to sell your property as is. So, you think about, okay, well, what can I get for my house? And you look at all these websites and, what things could sell for around you, or, what's going to be possible. And then you talk to somebody and they're like, well, you probably should fix up your place first if it's going to compete, if it's going to really not sit on the market for a while. And it's a big hassle, So when you sell to an investor, they prefer if your house is not nice. It's kind of a funny thing like that, but that's really where their business side of it really comes in, is making that home beautiful, and making it top notch. So if it's not a perfect home, that's great. If it's a really bad home, that might even be better, so that's great. And another thing is the quick closing. So with a quick closing, again, you're not fixing up your home and then you put it on the market and then it sits and you have strangers coming through your house, and someone finally puts a bid, and hopefully it's for something that is feasible for you, financially. And then you got to worry about financing coming through, all this period between the closing. Some investors can close in 7 to 10 days, and that wipes that weight right off of your shoulders. So a great investor will create a definite win-win situation for you. And that is what FuglyHouse.com, where we come into play, is creating the situations with people like you. Now, the other side of this is sort of the bad side of it. And that is, the reality is that selling your home to an investor is not for everybody. And that's really just the truth of it. If you have the finances to fix up your home, and make it really compete at top dollar, if you are not in a rush, if you're not in some kind of financial hardship, and you have the time and you can manage, all the stuff, the stress that comes along with selling your home, then maybe you should really consider going a traditional route, and that's really just the truth. But again, this article and this video is not for those people. This is for the people who are wondering what are their options to really sell their home fast and just sort of be rid of it and end that burden. So you have to think about all of these different options. Is working with an investor right for you, or is going a traditional route going to be your best option? And this is something that you really can decide. One of the nice things about working with a real estate investor, like working with a company like FuglyHouse.com, is that we bring a legitimate professional investor in, look at your house and talk to you. It's a very human conversation, and see what we can do and go from there. But again, it's your decision. And thank you for watching the good, the bad, and the ugly of working with a real estate investor. and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much.